Okay, so here I'm going to give you a walkthrough of how to use a Vlookup. So this is a vertical lookup. So what I want this cell to do, this is a silly example, especially because I just put the same team and everything. I'll tweak that as we go after we show how it works. What I want to do is be able to type a year in this white box here where I am there and have it look up the winner of the Super Bowl and just put it right there for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this slowly. It's a little bit of a longer one. Type equals Vlookup, start parentheses. You can see it's mapping out. I need to give it 4 pieces of information. The first piece of information I give it is where to look. So look here. So I go over and click on B6. Now I put in a comma. Now I need to tell it where to look. So I'm going to tell it to look in this table right here. I'll put another comma. Now I need to tell it which column to look in. The left one's always the first column. This is the second, or what to return the number from. So, or the value from, sorry. So if I type 1986, I want it to return New York Giants, which is in the second column. So I'm going to put a 2. And I'm going to type false, end my parentheses, and hit enter. Notice it's saying £n/A. The reason it's doing that is because it's not finding anything. But now what you'll see is if I type 1986, I get New York Giants. If I type 1999, I get NA because that's not in my table here. Okay? But if I put it in my table and I say somebody else, because I really don't know who won that year, and 1999, now that's what comes up there. So let me undo those. So that's how you do it. I'm going to do this again really slowly and explain what I'm doing a little bit better. Equals Vlookup, starts parentheses. First piece of information I give it is what am I looking up? When I go to this table, what am I looking up? So I just click on that cell right there, so it's B6. Put in a comma. Now I tell it where's the table to look in. So I just select it. There you go. Another comma. What column of that table should I return the value from? So what am I returning? And that's this Super Bowl winner, which is column 2. Comma false. The false means I want it to return an error if it doesn't give me an exact match. So now I'm going to say 1999. I get nothing. I'm going to learn together. I always use false because I never want it to just give me the closest thing. I'm like 90% sure if you do true, it's going to give you the closest one. So I'm guessing it's going to give me the answer for 2007, which is New York Giants, which is the same thing for all of them. But let's change this to just blue. Green. Okay, so it's giving me 1999 is closer. See, this is why I don't use true, because I want the real exact thing to give me. So I say false. There's another way you can build this, and this one is probably a little easier for people if you haven't used this. Eventually you're going to start typing them like I do. I could go to the cell, go to my formula bar, go more functions. Wait a minute. It's showing up in my most recently used because I used it, but I could start to type search for a function, Vlookup. Oh, there goes Excel. That's not good. So this video's been going on for a while, so I don't want to abandon the video, so we're just going to go back into Excel here. Sorry about that. All right. So here's the other way that you build it, and let's hope that Excel doesn't crash on us again. Formula, the little arrow next to the formula builder, more functions. I'll use Vlookup. I'll just click it, or double click it, sorry. Now instead of me typing this whole thing out, it gives me this little builder helper here. So now it tells me what do you look for. So lookup value is that. Then I can go to the next piece of information needs table array. Pick that. Go to the next one here. Column index. That's going to be 2. And it does give you the little description of what you're doing up there. Range lookup. Range lookup is a logical value to find the closest match of the firm column sorted in ascending order. Do true. All right, so it looked for the closest one above it, I guess. I don't know. Just write false. Life is better when you hit false. Hit enter, I get to the same thing. So if you want a little extra help with it, you can build it that way. I tend to not do it that way. Like I said, I just do it really fast and build it in. So that is VLOOKUP. Things to remember with that, always the thing you're looking up, so this, whatever you're going to tell it to look up in the table, has to be the far left column. Always, always, always has to be that way. If something shows up twice in the list, it's going to return the first one. And actually, it's not in the table. Let me go a little farther. So see, 1990 shows up twice in that table, but it just returns the first time. Once it finds it once, it gives you the value and moves on. If this was 1999, now that's going to say green because it didn't find it in there. So that is VLOOKUP.